A carnival at Osgood Landing, the Sargent School turned into an art gallery, and a golf tournament fundraiser you definitely want to check out. All of these stories and more coming up on this edition of the North Andover Journal. Hello and welcome to this edition of the North Andover Journal. I'm Ron Carpenito. The North Andover Youth Center turned Osgood Landing into a carnival for the weekend of April 20th till the 24th. Our very own Morgan Healy was there to talk to Demi Tatro, the program coordinator at the Youth Center. Let's see how it went.
Thanks, Ron. So I'm here at the carnival with Demi Tatro, program coordinator at the North Andover Youth Center, and she's going to tell me a little bit about the history of the carnival and how it benefits the North Andover Youth Center today. So Dem, thanks for taking a moment to speak with us. Can you go a little more in depth about what the fundraiser is for and kind of how you guys come to this big event every single year?
Sure. So the Spring Carnival has been going on for 26 years in North Andover, and it benefits the North Andover Youth Center's summer programs.
Tell us a little bit more about these summer programs.
So the Youth Center summer programs, we have many options. A lot of people know of Summer Fun, which is our 6-week summer program for that are kids that are currently in grades K through 5, K through 2 at Atkinson School and 3 through 5 at Drummond. We also have a lot of programs for middle schoolers. We have sports and rec, we have summer league basketball, we have mountain biking, polo, a filmmaking class, a lot of fun things, and field trips and great things for the kids.
Awesome, and I know you guys do a great job at getting the kids together and excited about all of these events. So Demi, if people want to learn more about getting their kids involved this summer, where can they go to find out more information?
Sure, they can go to our website at nayouth.com or any of our social media. We're at NA Youth Center on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or they can call the Youth Center and talk to me.
Where are the amusements provided by today for the carnival?
So Cushing Amusements has actually been doing the carnival for us for the past 5 or 6 years here at 1600 Osgood Street.
So Demi, tell us what some of the great rides are today.
So there's a lot of fun rides for young kids, like a carousel, the teacups, some mini roller coasters, and the big popular one today seems to be the bungee jump.
The bungee jump, is that new?
I think it is.
What are some of the different events and fun and exciting things that kids can get involved in not only this spring but this summer looking forward at the calendar?
Lots of fun things at the Youth Center, tons of events coming up. Everything's on our website, nayouth.com.
nayouth.com. You heard the woman. Thank you, Demi, for taking a moment. It was a great time here at the carnival. We're still having some fun. I'm going to go on a few more rides, I think. Back to you, Ron.
Thank you, Morgan. Well, recently, the director of the Stevens Memorial Library, Kathleen Keenan, had the Journal come by so she could tell us about what's going on down at the library for the month of May. Let's check in.
Good morning. We're in the lobby of the Stevens Memorial Library in North Andover. We're getting ready for this Friends of the Library Spring Book Sale. The Friends of the Library do a book sale twice a year, the beginning of May and the beginning of November. The Friends spend about 10 days putting together a fabulous bookstore. In that fabulous bookstore, there will be about 10,000 items at incredibly good prices. So we're hoping that you'll come to the book sale, that you'll support the book sale, because every penny that's earned supports the library. This pays for our summer reading programs, it pays for the Sunday movie licenses, it pays for all those museum passes that we hope everybody uses. So again, please join us for the Friends of the Library book sale on Friday, May 13th, Saturday, May 14th, and Sunday, May 15th.
My name is Lucinda Mazza, and I'm the Assistant Director here at the Stevens Memorial Library. We are currently holding an exhibit in the library that was done by the students of St. Michael's, which has been running here in the library for the National Poetry Month. It was a celebration with the Town Poet Laureate and our Junior Poet Laureate. We had a lot of fun. Our next event in the community meeting room will be a celebration of music and art presented by the North Andover Middle School. It will run between May 20th and June 10th, and we will have a variety of displays from the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. The 6th graders will provide a display of their watercolor paintings. 7th grade is block prints and impressionist landscape paintings, and the 8th grade is going to be doing self-portraits and still life. The reception, which will be held Wednesday, June 1st, from 6:30 to 8:30. At the reception, in addition to all the beautiful artwork, there will be musical groups from the school performing as well.
Lester Rugg and his friend Irina Grasso from the North Andover Senior Center are back for this month's edition of Senior Moments. Let's check in on what's happening down at the Senior Center.
Hello, everyone. I'm back. This is Irina Grasso. And guess who else is back? Our friend Lester from sunny California. Take it away, Lester.
Well, as you probably noticed, the dandelions are in full bloom wherever you go. And on that note, take your pick. Take a petal as well. And whatever the case may be, the flowers will tell. And on that note, we wanted to extend an invitation from Arlene Coombs, who's in charge of the walking program. And I was out looking at the common, and it's in full bloom with lots of dandelions, to say the least. Initially, during the month of May, we'll still be walking in the youth center. And we'd love to extend an invitation to anyone that's interested in walking to please join us from 9 until 10. And I can't tell you enough, a little bit of walking goes a long way. Some of the things that are to look forward to will be the lecture series. And I wanted to say that Greg Gilligan, mostly known as Mr. Gilly, will be joining us for the lecture series, which is from 9 until 11. And he will be on May 9th. On the 16th, we're going to have Brian Frazier of our local cam station. He's going to be talking about drones. Whatever that is up in the sky, we'll learn a little bit more about him as well. Fred Nothnagel will be talking to us on May 23rd, career counseling in your later years. I think it could be very informative. I want to caution you, May 30th is the center will be closed for Memorial Day.
So now the news and updates announcements. May 10th at 10 a.m. is the COA board meeting. May 17th at 11 a.m. is the Triad meeting. May 18th, there will be no heart-to-heart or news and views that day because of a big event. May 25th at 4 p.m. will be the Friends of North Andover Senior Center meeting. Do we have anything else, Lester?
On May 10th, we have high tea for the ladies at Brightview, 3:30 to 5 p.m. In the past, it's always been enjoyable, very special. Attorney Ramsey Barawi will be 11:30 to 1 p.m. And on May 12th, men's breakfast, very popular, and we do extend an invitation to all. 9 a.m. On May 13th, we have the massage therapist, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Okay, Irina, anything else?
May 17th, we have Shine from 12 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. And Triad at 11 o'clock. May 18th, we have a celebration of women's breakfast with the harpist Rebecca Sweat, 9 a.m. May 19th is a supper club. May 23rd, the Rockingham Mall. I've never been, but I'm going to go this time. And May 24th, Attorney Murray from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Tuesday night, dinner buffet with the host of Atria Marlin Place at 4 p.m. So sign up for that buffet because it fills fast.
And it's delicious.
So that's all for this month. Until next month, cheerio.
And we thank you all.
The Kiwanis, Exchange Club, and Rotary Clubs are teaming up for the very first time to put on a special golf tournament fundraiser for the Michael B. Christensen Community and Family Support Center. The Kiwanis Club of Greater Lawrence sat down with us recently to talk about the event.
Hi, my name is David Lewis. I'm the president of the Kiwanis Club of Greater Lawrence, and I'm here to talk to you today about a collaborative golf tournament that's coming up on May 16th, 2016 at the Andover Country Club. It's tournament that sponsors the Michael B. Christensen Community and Family Support Center. The collaboration is the first time with service clubs of Kiwanis, Exchange Club, and Rotary, and the 7 clubs are coming together to try to raise funds for this special cause.
What we've done is we've pulled together Kiwanis, Exchange, and Rotary in a collaborative that's never happened before. We all have come together, chosen the Michael B. Christensen Community Center annual golf tournament held at the Andover Country Club May 16th. And by sharing the load of the work and fundraising and pulling together golfers and different prizes and things like that to make the day a success, it's helped lighten the load and also brought us together as a community. I'm very proud to be a part of it. The Kiwanis Club of Greater Lawrence has stepped up, and I'm proud of what they've done in the way of sponsorship and allowing us to take this on as a special project. We have the Andover Rotary, the North Andover Rotary, and the Lawrence Rotary involved, and also 5 different exchange clubs. The exchange clubs are the ones that originally sponsored this event, and they were kind enough to let us share this event that is going on 15 years. Because it is a collaborative and it's the first of its kind, we decided to change the name to the Tournament for Children. And as the primary beneficiary, the Michael B. Christensen Community Center in Lawrence will receive the proceeds.
Hi, my name is Ellen Weinhold, and I am the chair of the advisory board for the Michael B. Christensen Community and Family Support Center. And the center services families within the Merrimack Valley. Our sole purpose is child abuse prevention, and we do that through education and working on literacy, parenting skills, and working one-on-one with all family members. So hopefully you can support us by attending this golf tournament, either donate a raffle item or get a foursome together, whatever it is that you can do. For more information about the golf tournament and how you can support us, please go to www.lawrencekiwanisclub.com. Thank you.
Jennifer Ornello and Molly Tennant put together a special Jeopardy version of their Arts and Entertainment Update segment covering events in the Merrimack Valley all the way through June. Let's check it out.
Hello, North Andover. Welcome back to our Arts and Entertainment segment on the Journal, featuring Jeopardy this month, with a salute to dads and grads.
I'm Biff, and this here's my buddy Sheldon, and together we're gonna let you know what's coming up for the months of May and June.
All right, Biff, pick a category to start.
All right, I'll take flatulent fairy tales for 200.
Ew, Biff. Name the show that is about a green ogre, his talking donkey, a castle, swamp, and Princess Fiona. It will be playing at North Andover Middle School from May 6th to the 7th.
I know this one. What is the musical Shrek? Right? All right.
Yes.
Wade on through the swamps and you go check out this show.
Wow, Biff, that was Shrektastic. And a little smelly.
Sorry.
Well, since it's my turn now, I will take If the Shoe Fits for 400.
All right, if the shoe fits. All right there, buddy. This show is about a chick who gets bossed around by her evil stepmom and her cray-cray stepsisters. And then she goes to some party to meet Prince Charming. She loses one of her wicked impractical glass shoes.
Oh, I know this one. What is Cinderella by Act Kids?
Correct.
This show will be held at Act Theater Company from May 6th to May 7th. Be sure to buy your tickets before midnight. I'm usually in bed way before that anyway.
I know. So moving on to the next category. I'll take French Misery for 400. Yeah, but you know, I'd much rather have French fries and like a burger, Sheldon. I'm just saying.
Well, here's your hint. Do you hear the people singing a song of angry men? You know, kind of like you.
Oh, shut up, Sheldon. She's very funny. You know, what is Les Mis at Acting Out's Daily Theater from May 19th through May 21st, right?
That is right.
There will be no empty chairs or empty tables at this performance, so be sure to reserve your tickets to Les Mis early.
Well, okay, show off. I guess that will leave me with fun with farm animals for $600.
All right. This yearly event is held in the North Andover Town Common, where there are woolly animals getting haircuts, lots of vendors, food, and family fun to be had.
Crowds?
There's crowds, I'm sorry.
According to my calculations, Biff, my answer will be, what is the North Andover Sheep Shearing Festival?
Correct.
The event will be held from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday, May 22nd. How do you like them apples?
Well, I like them a lot, so I'll take a bushel and a peck for $200 next.
How extremely appropriate. This show is a classic musical that originally opened in 1950, set in Runyonland, otherwise known as New York City. Biff, you had better hope luck will be a lady and help you out with this one.
Oh, that's easy, old buddy. I see what you did there. What is Guys and Dolls? At Spotlight Playhouse from June 10th through the 11th, and then again June 17th through June 18th.
That was a great guess, Biff. But next, I'd like to try logistical challenges for $400.
Well, that sounds a little dangerous for you, Sheldon, but we'll give it a shot. This show is about a young chick working as an English teacher in an inner-city New York high school. Miss Barrett struggles to help her students learn to love great stories, like Chaucer and that kind of stuff.
Oh, I know. I did this coming here today. It's up the down staircase. So confusing. I mean, where are we going here?
It's all right. I'm sorry, Sheldon. You were close, but you must state the answer as a question.
Ah, shucks, Biff. Are you really going to hold me to that? I mean, gee willikers, your Jeopardy rules are tough.
Sheldon, come on. No more belly aching. You're doing just fine. But, you know what? I'll give it to you anyway, since you're such a good egg.
Ah, shucks, Biff. Thanks. How about your next selection?
Well, I'm thinking about taking Forest Frenzy for $200.
Ah, this show is a modern twist on the classic fairy tales that I've studied so much in the library. There's Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, Jack and the Beanstalk, and Rapunzel all tied together by a baker and his wife who wish to begin a family.
I know this one. It is What is Into the Woods at Act Theater Company, playing on June 24th and June 26th.
That's an affirmative, Biff. Great work. And I love that you pulled an F squared right there with the Forest Frenzy thing.
I thought you'd like that one, old buddy. And last but not least, let's not forget our grads and our dads out there. They're celebrating this June.
Thank you, dads.
And congrats to all you grads. We salute you. Well, guess that's all the time we have for this episode, Sheldon, old buddy.
Well, thanks very much for watching our May-June Arts and Entertainment episode on the Journal.
And be sure to check out all those websites shown for more tickets and information on everything that's going on.
Join us next time as we cover even more fun summer entertainment options. So, until next time, cheers to you, North Andover.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, on Saturday, April 30th, residents flocked to the opening of McAvoy Park. Improvements to the park include a new baseball and softball field, a basketball court, a walking track, a new playground, restrooms, and a concession stand. The park was expected to be done in the fall of 2015, but it was well worth the wait. The park was named after the late William McAvoy, the town's unofficial mayor. For the first time in history, North Andover High School has a boys volleyball team. The head coach, Giuliano Pizzo, took some time after their practice to have a word with us about their inaugural season.
All right, so actually this is my first year coaching here for the volleyball program. It is our inaugural season. This is my fourth year here as an educator. It's my second year at the high school, and I spent 2 years originally down at the elementary level. I was fortunate enough to be an apprentice under someone who had formerly worked in North Andover and heard all the great things about the town and the community, and a lot of pride and a strong emphasis within athletics, and being the PE and health major background that I have, that's something that I gravitate towards. So that was definitely my number one draw here, and I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to bump up to the high school level to sort of fulfill those wants and needs I have being involved in the athletics field. We're fielding 10 players, the majority of which are freshmen, which could be looked at as a weakness, but for us it's a strength. 8 of the 10 are freshmen, 1 being a sophomore and 1 being a senior. The majority of them have little to no previous volleyball experience, which again could be looked as both a weakness and or a strength. And alongside with me I have Eric Doherty. He is one of our freshmen. He's a middle hitter, and again, he came in brand new to the sport and has really excelled and sort of separated himself from the pack in just the early goings of this program as its infancy. The spring sports season, not just for us, but for everyone else in the Merrimack Valley area, started off with a snow day, which took away a day of tryouts, a day of practices for us before our first game. We only had between 5 to 6 people the first 3 days, I want to say, and then come that Friday, we sort of had to make a decision whether or not we were going to have enough to move forward, and luckily enough, we had a few more join to make that magic number of 10. We need 6 on a court at all times, but you're tiptoeing a fine line if you only have 6 or 7. So 10 was a comfortable number that we were suitable with, and we're lucky enough that we met by the end of the week. I think the most exciting and enjoyable part is, each and every day they're up for the challenge of learning a new aspect of the game, a new skill, and practicing their skill. The motivation is there, and as I mentioned earlier about the fact that it is 8 freshmen, they're setting the foundation for this program for years to come, not just for them, for their following 3 years if they choose to pursue this, but for those who come afterwards that look into this program that was started with Eric and other classmates. Yeah, so if you're watching this, it may be news for you for the very first time. Maybe you've heard it or seen it in the papers, but yeah, boys volleyball is now officially here at North Andover for the high school, for the kids. It has in years past that they've tried to, but they weren't quite able to get it launched off the ground, but now it's officially here and it's here to stay. We're always boast top state level competition, and that we hope to strive to be that one day. So it's a great time. The majority of our home matches are at 5. We play best 3 out of 5 sets. The games could last anywhere between an hour to an hour and a half, but even if they do go the distance of 5 sets, it's very high pace, very minimal downtime. So those 90 minutes could fly by and feel like only 25 minutes.
The boys still have a few home games left on the season schedule, so be sure to get over to the high school and cheer them on. In other local educational news, the Sargent School had its 20th annual Art Fair Social on Thursday, April 27th, and the Journal was there.
Morgan Healy here reporting on location for the North Andover Journal. We are at the Sargent Elementary School where kids from grades 1 through 5 are putting their artwork on display for the town to see. Hi guys, here at the Sargent School sitting in front of Mr. Ruzicka's art classroom with some 5th graders here who are going to tell us about their artwork.
We've done some weaving and we did some perspective drawing too. We did this in 4th grade and we're demonstrating to people who want to do it.
Awesome. So you guys are actually the ones demonstrating it to the younger kids today. Awesome. Are you guys going to keep taking art classes through middle school and high school, I hope? Can we get a big yes?
Yes.
Mr. Ruzicka, I had you in class. I remember art class very fondly. I love the arts. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of the fair to start?
Well, we started the first year the school was open, and it's been going ever since. We have tons of parent volunteers. We couldn't do it without them. And we're glad that everybody enjoys the show.
Talk a little bit about the preparation.
We have over 1,200 pieces of artwork this year. We start the first week of school. I pull things every week from every project, from every grade, and we mat them and tag them and get them ready for this week.
So it's not coming from one specific assignment. You're saying these are all different assignments throughout the board. It's not just an art week assignment. It's more pick your best work, let's display work that throughout each different project.
Exactly. Yep, and every kid has 2 pieces of artwork, at least. So everybody is represented.
If you could estimate the number of hours that has gone into preparation, I know that's a tough question. Let us know what that might be.
Well, we do about an hour a week for prep, and we do 3 days of hanging. So do the math. I'm not the math teacher. That's why I teach art. So it's a lot of time. of course, would like to thank all of the parents who help us out all throughout the year, hanging pictures, tagging pictures, stapling, and just doing a great job.
We are speaking with Dr. Foster, who is the principal here at the Sargent School. Dr. Foster, tell us a little bit about why this event is so important. You had mentioned a sense of unity in the community.
Yes, I mean, clearly it's a great time for the kids to show off their, what they can do art-wise. They're very creative kids, as you've seen walking around tonight. But also, it's one of the rare times that we can kind of bring everyone together in one spot. The teachers, the kids, parents, in one spot. We have the kids at school, the parents are off working. It's just very difficult with the school of this size to get everyone together. So it's a great night. I've been doing it since I've been here. I've been here for 5 years, and it's always one of my favorite nights because it's just very laid back. You come through when you can, and everyone sort of is together. We're one, so it's really a fabulous night for everybody.
Town Manager Andrew Mailer sat down with the Journal to discuss some topics that will be brought up at the town meeting coming up May 10th.
Hello, this is Andrew Mailer, Town Manager. Wanted to give you an update for this episode of the Journal. Talk a little bit about 2 town meeting articles. I know that this show will first air before town meeting and then after, so talk a little bit about those and what they may mean to the community. The first is an initiative sponsored by the Board of Selectmen to do an electrical aggregation. This would allow residents through a town-wide bid to provide, to choose an alternative supplier for the electrical energy. Some of you may get calls at home from private providers who say that they can provide you cheaper electricity than going with the utility, with National Grid. National Grid doesn't oppose finding an alternative provider, and so many towns have gone through the process of bidding on behalf of their residents, giving the residents an opportunity to opt out of that if it doesn't work out favorably. But the article before town meeting would give the authority to the Board of Selectmen to proceed in that way, and if the rates were favorable, provide the residents with an opportunity to save some money on their electrical bills. Your National Grid would continue to send the bill, but on that bill it would indicate that the supplier was a private supplier. So that's something coming up at town meeting, something that's important for the community to discuss. Also on the town meeting warrant is the adoption or adding to our bylaws the Stretch Energy Code, or what's known as the Stretch Code. The Stretch Code is a component, or will be a component of the state's building code, which requires certain levels of energy efficiency within buildings. They modified the Stretch Code to exclude any kind of renovations or expansions and simply to new construction. And they've aligned the building code so that the Stretch Code, these additional initiatives, and the building code really are one and the same. Why is this important to the community? Because it would allow us to qualify for the Green Communities Act, something that would be, with this designation from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, would give us an annual entitlement grant of between $150,000 and $175,000 each and every year to be used toward projects in our physical plant and with various equipment to make sure we become even more energy independent. So it's a particularly important initiative. This is the last of 5 steps to pass the Stretch Code. So again, these 2 important initiatives coming up at town meeting will be items that could affect the community in a very positive way. We look forward to seeing you at town meeting. It's important that you attend. We appreciate the feedback you give us at town meeting, so hopefully we'll see you at town meeting on May 10th. And if you're watching this after town meeting, hopefully these initiatives have passed so we could further the community down the road of becoming both energy independent and giving residents an opportunity to save some money. Thank you and have a good month.
And before we end the show, we'd like to leave with some calendar events happening around the town. Well, of course, the annual town meeting will be held in the high school auditorium on Tuesday, May 10th at 7 p.m. As we heard earlier in the show, the Friends of the Library book sale will be held from May 13th through the 15th. If you have a question about the book sale, you can call the Friends of the Library at 978-686-1557. The golf tournament fundraiser for the Michael B. Christensen Community and Family Support Center will be held at the Andover Country Club on May 16th. For more information about the tournament, please call Michael DeLuca at 978-749-0467. On Sunday, May 22nd, the annual Sheep Shearing Festival will be held on the town common from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Make sure to check it out and stop by the North Andover CAM booth to see what workshops we will be hosting this summer. And the last event on our calendar for the month of May is the North Andover CAM annual meeting, which will be held on May 24th. As always, if you have a news story or idea for a segment, please email us at thejournal@northandovercam.org. Well, this wraps things up for this week. I'm Ron Carpenito. It's been a pleasure, and thank you for joining us.